Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, it's RJ, and today we'll be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nations SH FiguArts Vegetto. Starting with Articulation, Vegetto's head is on a ball peg, allowing him to look up and down, as well as all around. Mine is a tad bit loose, but the head does not like to fall off, so oh well. Ball joint at the base of the neck. We're just gonna leave it. Ball jointed sleeves, arm attaches to the torso on a ball joint, hinge for the shoulder. The swivel for the bicep is a tad bit loose on this arm, but oh well. Double hinged elbows, ball joint for the wrist, another ball joint for the midsection, and like Goku it can be pulled up and down. Pull down legs with a ball joint as well as a swivel. Double hinged knees, but the gi will block the articulation. It's soft plastic, so I think you're good. Single ball joint for the ankle. Kind of restrictive, especially due to the sculpt, but what are you gonna do? And finally, a toe hinge. Moving on to detail, this is essentially just the Goku sculpt with a few minor modifications, namely the head, the wrists, and the feet. However, the presentation is arguably much nicer. As you can see, the color scheme is essentially just Goku's but inverted. Obviously the aforementioned gloves have some very nice wrinkling detail. Paint shading for the musculature, although it is very light. Wrinkling all throughout the gi, it looks especially nice on the pants. Have some proper boot tips, unlike the premium color Vegeta. Bottom of the boots are very nicely detailed. Turning them around, we have more wrinkling. We have that, which was also present on Goku, so I'm over it. Sadly, the hair has no paint shading whatsoever, although it is sculpted. Obviously it's sculpted, but there's more sculpted in details, which is nicer than the usual fare. This is not just the base head, the Super Saiyan head does not have any paint shading either, as you can see. Patara earrings look very nice. They're soft plastic, so they won't hinder the articulation. And the face also looks very nice. So overall, a much better effort than Goku, despite using the same body. Moving on to accessories, and straight out of the box, Vegetto comes with this serious face, this yelling grin face, an alternate Super Saiyan head, which, as I said earlier, has pretty much no paint on it. Yet another yelling face, which looks very upset. Finally, we have this absolutely terrifying smirking face. It's making me very uncomfortable. I don't think I like it very much. Aside from the packaged fists, he also comes with a pair of grasping hands for the final flash of the Kamehameha. However, in keeping with traditional Bandai laziness, they're literally just repainted Goku hands. You can still see the fingernails. A pair of splayed out mime hands. Pair of crossed arms, which totally couldn't have been bundled with Vegeta because, finally a hand for the spirit sword. Note how I said hand. It's singular, you can only pose it with the right arm, which is baffling. Great work, Tamashii. Anyway, to use the effect, you simply slot it in like so. There you go. Sadly, the swivel on this arm is very loose, so I have problems posing it also. Note how there's a peg hole. The figure doesn't come with any kind of stand to actually prop the effect up. Great planning on Tamashii's part. For packaging, we have this very vibrant purple and orange box. Here we have a prototype of the figure. Dragon Ball Z. I'm personally not a person that uses this spelling of Vegetto. This just happens to be what they use for a lot of the merchandise. For whatever reason, the games use a different spelling. Another picture of the prototype, but not vectorized. Several pictures of the prototype. We have some orange font. We got good old Comic Sans again. It's on the top too. And finally, a bluefin sticker on the bottom. So overall, while a massive improvement over the initial Goku figure, this definitely does have some problems of its own. Obviously, using the same sculpt is doing the figure no favors, and some very bizarre decisions with the accessories hurt the figure overall as well. However, the paintwork is very nice, as is the detailing, and if you're a fan of the character, then this is definitely a release that you should be picking up.